So the White House pushing back hard against the latest leak, a copy of the president's personal schedule, which led to a lot of questions over the weekend over what the president is doing during his, quote, executive time. Here now, Howie Kurtz, host of Media Buzz. Howie, good to see you tonight.
Same
Thank you for being here. I saw this when it came through yesterday morning, and I thought it was interesting the way the story defines executive time. Let's put that up on the screen so everybody can see it. This is what's going on during executive time. Instead, he spends his mornings in the residence, watching TV, reading the papers, responding to what he sees and reads by phoning aides, members of Congress, friends, administration officials, and informal advisors. What does that sound like to you?
Well, first of all, it sounds like a heat-seeking missile of a leak by somebody on the White House payroll who clearly doesn't like the boss, because this is solely designed to embarrass Donald Trump, to play into the narrative of his detractors that he's lazy, that he doesn't like briefings, that he watches too much TV, that he plays golf, and all of that. To me, and to the average American, I think, but basically, who cares how he runs his schedule as long as he gets things done? Nicole Wallace, the Bush White House aide who hosts a show on MSNBC, says, the secret is out. Trump doesn't do much of anything. But at the same time, the president's detractors say he's wreaking havoc on America with his terrible agenda and threatening world civilization. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah. What's kind of struck me when I read it is that it sounds a lot like work. I mean, he's reading the papers. He does watch a lot of television. He admits that. He watches tons of news. He watches probably almost every cable channel during the day, and you can, make whatever you want of that. But speaking to members of Congress, reacting to policy, calling people, to me, it sounds like he's sitting in the residence doing similar work that he might be doing in the Oval Office. I think a lot of Americans sort of understand that the lifestyle has kind of changed in the world in terms of where people do their work.
Yeah, well, even if he just needs time to think, I mean, a president doesn't have to be boxed in from early morning to early night with back-to-back-to-back briefings, and that's not Trump's style anyway. But, this isn't a policy leak where somebody's trying to get him to move a little bit on Syria or Afghanistan or border security. It's totally personal. And, of course, the president increasingly thinks that he can't trust the people around him, because no matter how many leakers he gets rid of, these things still, I mean, as a reporter, I love leaks. But this is so personal that it really does raise questions about who the president can trust on his own staff.
Yeah, it really does. So the list just went out. Tomorrow night's the State of the Union. Always a big event. We'll be here doing live coverage throughout the whole evening, Brett Baer and I. So he's including Alice Johnson, who is the woman who was freed from prison after many years, mostly at the behest of Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Also a number of families who've been impacted by illegal immigrant crime. How important are these choices?
There's a reason that every president since Ronald Reagan, who pioneered the technique, has these guests to illustrate issues important to them. And that is, it works. It humanizes the policy. It gives people a chance to see actual human beings. Democrats will bring in their own guests to score their political points. And I understand there's a young kid whose last name was Trump, who was bullied in school. Now, that is a nice touch.
Joshua Trump, sixth grader, bullied for his name. So that'll provide a moment, right?
And he'll be famous for a day.
Howie, thank you very much. Good to see you. We'll be all watching with great interest tomorrow night.